So the biggest thing about me, if you can't tell by my accent, is that I'm gay. A lot of people can't tell by looking because I always wear sleeves. I've been gay for as long as, I've been gay since before I knew what being gay was. One of my first memories of realizing this is going to see Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom in like 1984, because I'm old as fuck. And I was really excited that the hot guy in the tux took his shirt off later. If you haven't seen the movie, it happens. It's got Harrison Ford in it, and I love Harrison Ford. I just have to say, Harrison Ford's a badass. And like to my generation, he's everything. He was Indiana Jones, and he was Han Solo, and he was Jack Ryan, and he was that Amish guy, that barn racing movie. Anyway, he's a total badass. Even now, he's like 75, and he's a total badass. Like he's like a male version of Nancy Pelosi. Now, Indiana's a very, very weird place. Has anyone here been to Indiana? Okay. So, yeah, it's a very, very weird place. So it's not the South, but we pretend it is really, really hard. Like, we all kind of speak in these quasi-Southern accents. And like, we were part of the Union, but you still see the Confederate flag everywhere. And it's very, very religious. Yeah, that's not funny. The Confederate flag. I don't know who that is. It's a symbol of hate, ma'am. So, it's very religious. And what that means is I got called a faggot quite a few times. Okay, you're cool with that. So, the first time I got called a faggot, weird audience, it was the first day of school for kindergarten, and I don't want to brag, but I looked adorable. I had my Buster Browns on, I had my E.T. book bag, I had my recently purchased at a garage sale Jonathan Livingston Seagull lunchbox, because I'm literary as fuck. And I step on the bus, and this sixth grader says, "Who the hell is that faggot?" So, and I actually looked this guy up on Facebook recently who said that, and funny story about him, he's dead. Yeah, revenge, bitches. Yeah, so I used to get really upset when people would call me a faggot, but I heard it growing up all during like junior high and high school and at family reunions that at this point I just, like, if somebody calls me a faggot, I just assume they're familiar with my work. Like, I'm so good at it. But the thing I love most about the word faggot, straight people can't spell it for shit. No, I'm not kidding. Like, look on any protest sign you see, because if three gays are together, somebody's pissed off and protesting us. So look at any protest sign, and it's misspelled. So for the straight people in the audience, both of you, it's not spelled F-A-G-I-T, and it is not spelled F-A-G-G-E-T-T. It is F-A-G-G-O-T, and it's pronounced Mr. Faggot to you. Now, Indiana, like you said, was very, very, very religious. Growing up, my first church I ever went to was a Baptist church. I was about 5 or 6, and it scared the hell out of me. I don't know, more power to you if you're a Baptist. I'm just saying, when you're 5 or 6, people speaking in tongues is frightening. And we left the Baptist church, actually, when everyone got sick. What happened was the preacher took about 10 congregation members out to the creek back behind the church to baptize them. And like 8 of them got pneumonia. I know, that's one thing I'll say for the Catholics. Nobody ever got pneumonia from sprinkling. And there was also a part of my life, a religion, where the gay thing kept fighting it. Like, I call it the gay thing because it's a whole thing. It's a lot of work. And for the longest time, I thought the area of the creek that you got baptized in was called the glory hole. That's a very, very different thing. But it made sense to me, because you had like the swimming hole, and then you had the glory hole, and it all made total sense to me. And again,